Destiny is a sick human being. I made a video yesterday about the live streamer Destiny, and I honestly hope this is the last video I do about him, as I hope following his vile display on X that he fades into irrelevancy, at least with regard to politics. But all day today, just like yesterday, Destiny has been trending on Twitter, and he has been doubling down on his disgusting takes about the attempted Trump assassination. I made the point yesterday that following Destiny's tweets, I hope people do not take him seriously in politics going forward. He has been on all types of serious political shows in recent months, and I personally hope this stops. The world can find less hateful people to represent a certain side of a political argument. The fact that Destiny talks fast and is a skilled debater does not make up for the fact that he is clearly a deeply hateful person based on his tweets in the last 24 hours or so. Look at these tweets just from today. I'm not even going to cover some of the tweets from yesterday immediately following the assassination attempt, which are super hateful in their own right, as I did a video about this yesterday as well. But here's the first tweet I'll cover of Destiny's from today, and we're starting off with just complete hatred from Destiny. Fuck this guy, Destiny is a piece of garbage. This is quoting here the person that was brutally murdered yesterday, Corey Comparator. I hope I'm saying that correctly, but that's the person that was tragically murdered, who Destiny quotes it and says, "This is the effing R word that got killed at the Trump rally. Effing LMAO." Like, Destiny is the most hateful person. So I don't know about you, but reading that tweet genuinely pisses me off. Destiny is an absolute scumbag, and I hope that none of these platforms, these large platforms, have him on to talk politics moving forward. If they're having him on for anything other than just to grill him about how bad of a person he is during this time, I think we should boycott that platform that has him on. If you just have the Destiny on now, say in a month or so, to talk about like economic policy or foreign policy, fuck that. Destiny should just be pushed into the far corners of the internet, and he can shout at his fans all he wants and be hateful in a corner, fine, but fuck this guy. If you're gonna, like, people, by the way, I don't like, and I don't even really know what this person stands for necessarily, Nick Fuentes. I know he has some wild positions, but he got banned quickly. Destiny should be banned as well. And again, this is not like a pro Nick Fuentes thing. I don't know much about it other than he has stupid opinions about Jewish people, but Destiny is at least as extreme as that. What is this crap? So this other tweet I'm going to cover here, Destiny says, "I want to profusely apologize to any Trump supporters in my audience that I've misled into thinking I view them as anything beyond the unpatriotic, treacherous, anti-American scum that they are. Doing my best to rectify that ASAP." This is like almost half of the country, and perhaps a good chance come election time will actually be more than half the country. But as of right now, I don't know, 45% of the country would identify as being a Trump supporter. Destiny apparently thinks they're all unpatriotic, treacherous, anti-American scum. Destiny, actually, you're the anti-American person. This position is completely unhinged. Now let's contrast what Destiny was saying with Joe Biden, the person he claims to be supporting. Listen to the difference in the messages.
Thankfully, former Trump is not seriously injured. I spoke with him last night. I'm grateful. He's doing well, and Jill and I keep him and his family in our prayers. We also extend our deepest condolences to the family of the victims who was killed. Corey was a husband, a father, a volunteer firefighter, a hero, sheltering his family from those bullets. We should all hold his family and all those injured in our prayers.
But apparently, according to know-it-all dipshit streamer Destiny, this guy that was just brutally murdered, Corey, is someone that Destiny is going to insult on the internet in the wake of this just to get engagement on his Twitter page. Destiny talking about things that are un-American. There are not that many things that are more un-American than the way Destiny has been acting on Twitter in the last 24 to 30 hours. Now, I made the point that I hope a lot of these large platforms don't have Destiny on just for like a normal political conversation going forward. Now, I think that is starting to happen as Constantine Kissen, who has a large YouTube page, says, "This is what your soul on TDS looks like." And you see that post actually is from Destiny because I muted him after this. And again, I hope I don't have to see him moving forward, but he's trending still all over Twitter. I hope moving forward that stops happening as often. But anyway, quoting that, and then this guy replies to Konstantin. This guy's now as toxic as Nick Fuentes. Hopefully we will not see him on a respectable podcast / debates anymore. And then Constantine, I don't even know if I'm saying that right, Constantine Kissen says, "You sure won't see him on mine." So that's at least one. Another very large channel, Jordan Peterson, says to Destiny following one of his tweets here, "I interviewed you," referring to Destiny, "because I thought you were a representative of the youthful progressive left. Everyone reading your tweets from today can draw their own conclusions from that." And so it looks like it's not just me thinking that this flood of tweets Destiny put out recently is super hateful, but I'll cover one more tweet here. Destiny says, he's quoting someone else, but basically saying, Destiny, it's a win-win for me, referring to the election. I either get the candidate I ideologically align with, or Trump gets elected, and I get more tax cuts on my 7-figure income, while brokey, trailer trash, again, R words, like you, celebrate in the streets and die of diabetes. So that like last little bit there about just the way he insults people, if you go to his Twitter page, it's out of control. Someone disagrees with him, and he jumps to the type of insults you would say when you're in high school and someone pisses you off like a 10 out of 10. He jumps to that all the time. Basically, as mad as you ever were in high school, Destiny will jump to that in a 10 out of 10 way every single time. And the insults coming across as this guy's in his mid-30s. He's a clown. But anyway, to this tweet. For one, I think the way he's acted recently in the last 24, 30 hours, I think it will affect his income. So he can flex. Like, he'll financially be fine. But I think in the short term, maybe it won't change. But long term, who's going to associate with this guy who's a serious person in politics? It's going to be embarrassing. They're going to be like, you have Destiny at this forum? I don't want to talk to him. I think that's going to start happening a ton for this guy. So I think long term, I think he's going to have a problem. He's going to have to like deal in like the dark web almost type thing. And to the part of the tweet where he talks about someone he aligns with, I don't think Destiny even believes what he says there. He just wants to disagree and be this contrarian, sort of insanely edgy dude who just throws his hate in any direction he wants all the time. Because Destiny lives in Florida. He moved from California to Florida. And he claims that this is because his ex-wife, who lots of people dunk on him on the internet for the open relationship that his ex-wife ended up leaving him, but whatever. He lives in Florida now by choice. He hasn't moved, to my knowledge, since that happened. He moved there, they broke up, but to my knowledge, he still lives in Florida. So what do you mean align with your values? You're choosing to live in Florida. You have enough money, you could easily have moved back to a blue state. You live in the same state as Donald Trump. And so while you call Trump supporters un-American and scum, the people supporting the Republican nominee for president, you live in a red state. You have a 7-figure income, you said. If you align more with Joe Biden, why didn't you just move right back to California once you and your wife got divorced or split up or whatever? So do you even believe what you're saying? Or is Destiny's entire shtick to just be hateful and then point his hateful words and his hateful brigade of whatever he wants to talk about on Twitter or YouTube that day, just point at the biggest group he can find and just like sow chaos? And so to wrap up, the reason I'm making this video is I don't want to see Destiny in the political atmosphere or the political debate sphere, whatever you want to call it, anymore. There's got to be somebody better to represent his position. Say his position in this instance is pro-Biden. There's got to be somebody better and way less hateful to represent that. So that's the reason I'm making this video. With that said, let me know if you disagree or you agree in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching. Have a good day.